This is the most tragic scene in the animal kingdom. A tiny lion cub gets trampled by a buffalo during a chaotic escape. Its spine snaps instantly. Lioness Julie witnesses this brutal moment. She desperately tries to save her child, repeatedly attempting to get the little cub back on its feet. But all efforts prove futile. Watching its mother prepare to leave, the injured cub struggles to follow. It calls out with every ounce of strength for mama, begging not to be abandoned in this wilderness. But nature never tells tender stories. A broken spine is like death's verdict. No chance for redemption. Julie can only close her eyes in agony and accept this cruel reality. Julie and male lion Pete once shared the most beautiful love story on the savannah. Together they raised 3 adorable cubs in a peaceful territory, enjoying precious family moments. But a sudden invasion by an outside pride completely shattered this tranquility. What was once a happy, harmonious life now spiraled into irreversible tragedy. Her husband died fighting in fierce combat. Julie faced 4 invaders alone. She fought back fiercely and injured the enemy leader's eye, barely managing to save her own life. To ensure her husband's bloodline would continue surviving, Julie abandoned thoughts of revenge, resolutely deciding to take her cubs on a nomadic journey. During this difficult escape, one of Julie's cubs unfortunately became prey for a crocodile. And that one-eyed leader she had blinded was also tracking them for revenge. To prevent the one-eyed pride from discovering her cubs, Julie chose during hunts to hide her children in low bushes near buffalo herds. It was this seemingly clever decision that planted seeds for future tragedy. She arrived at her pre-selected hunting grounds, ready to implement a brand new predation strategy, ambushing prey by the water. Julie seized the perfect opportunity, successfully bringing down a young buffalo. This ambush went quite smoothly. However, a pack of hyenas suddenly appeared. They forcibly stole Julie's prize. Facing the numerous hyena pack, Julie was forced to retreat. The next morning, Julie returned to her cub's hiding place. Her milk was abundant and sufficient, enough to give both little ones a good meal. But when Julie called out, she heard no familiar response from her cubs. She caught the heavy scent of buffalo herds. Her heart immediately filled with dread. She followed the cub's scent trail, desperately searching. Finally, 2 kilometers from the hiding spot, she found the smallest female cub. The cub was not yet completely dead, but from its weak whimpering sounds, it was clearly suffering tremendous pain. When Julie approached her injured cub, the scene before her nearly broke her. She saw her beloved child had its spine crushed by stampeding buffalo. Julie sadly licked the cub's body, trying to help it stand again, but all efforts were in vain. The cub was now awaiting death's arrival. Of the 3 cubs, 1 was still missing, likely already devoured by other predators. At this thought, Julie's heart filled with complete despair. She tried with all her might to save this last child, but nature's merciless laws had already issued its death warrant. In just one night, Julie's remaining family was completely destroyed. Her beloved husband had fallen in battle. Now all 3 precious cubs were dead. She roared skyward in anguish, releasing all the grief from her heart. But Julie's roar accidentally attracted the one-eyed leader's pride. Julie quickly sensed the enemy approaching. Seeing her nemesis closing in, fury instantly ignited in Julie's heart. She knew clearly that without their invasion, her once complete family wouldn't have been torn apart. 3 innocent cubs wouldn't have died in the wilderness. Thinking of this, Julie's regal nature began to awaken. She lunged at that one-eyed leader to make this enemy pay for her shattered family.